Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You're on S Motorsports, and we actually get to do something fun today. We get to go for the first drive of the season. So I haven't driven it yet this year after winter, so we're gonna go for a little drive, get some fresh gas in it, and make sure everything's still working good. I did a few changes over the winter that I wanna check out in the sound deadening and see if that made a difference. So we're gonna get her fired up here, go for a little drive, and I'll get some good driving clips and with some new camera mounts, and we'll see how it looks. Guys, well, we're gonna go for a short little drive. We got a special spot we're gonna drive to, so I'll let you ride along with me and talk about the car as we go. So like I was saying in a different video, it's got a 350 with Vortec heads, a Comp 268 cam, Edelbrock RPM intake, 750 double pumper. You know, it's got some other 1.6 roller rockers, beehive springs, you know, the larger diameter push rods and rocker studs and stuff. So it's a pretty stout little 350 engine. There's some suspension upgrades as well in terms of founder performance, Panhard bar, lower control arms, some poly bushings, poly motor mounts, stuff like that. Pretty normal stuff, I guess, but handles pretty decent. It is the like WS6 performance package, I think, that was normally on here, so it's got some pretty stiff springs. Got to get the B-dubs on, support the local businesses. Plus, it's really good. Got to hit up the McDonald's drive-thru for the kiddos. 2 kids meals with cheeseburgers, apple slices, and chocolate milk to drink. As far as the engine, like I said, it's 350 small block. Got 1.6 roller rockers, some pretty trick stuff, as well as was it I think it's a Summit Racing oil pan. It's got baffles. This is 6 quart. It's got a windage tray in there and stuff. I really liked that piece. Champion radiator. This actually works pretty good. I was having some cooling issues with the car on the highway. In town, it would cool fine when I had the mechanical fan on there still. And there just wasn't enough capacity in the radiator. I switched to this, I think it's either a dual or a triple core. And that brought the temps. Now it actually runs cold most of the time if I put the right thermostat in it. A lot of the pulleys and everything is just normal stuff. I don't know, random stuff off eBay. And but one thing that once I did put in dual fan setup. So this is unique as well. I kind of measured what I needed, and then end up finding this, I think it's a Chrysler 300M fan, dual fan setup. I'm not sure. It's like out of a maybe 2005-ish. I got that from the junkyard, and that fits just about perfect. Their S-blade fan type works really good. Wired it up, you know, all on their own circuit. I think with a Jegs fan wiring kit, that worked really good. It cools just fine with that radiator then. What else? And the alternator, then once I put those fans on, I was having issues keeping the battery charged. So instead of just upgrading to the same, 12 SI alternator, I got this out of a 2004 pickup truck. So it's the 140 amp alternator. Just got that from a junkyard as well. And wired that in, and no problems charging, keeping everything charged now. Voltage is 14 something. I have 14.1, I think, when the fans are running. It's really good, no problem. And really it was not, I used all the same mounts I did with my old alternator. I just had to cut off portion of the ear a little bit. Actually, I think the bottom one stayed intact, and then I had to just, this ears normally stick out way farther. I just cut that off and mounted it with the same mounts. It shifted the alternator more to this side, but then I just had to get a little longer belt, and that worked really good. Otherwise, you know, got a rev limiter on there. MSD Street Fire ignition. Again, in the car, some plans. I do want to do some new seats eventually. These are just, you know, seat covers that I've had forever. Go to maybe a more racing style seat. Not really going to do anything in the back. I'm going to leave the seats in there. I know a lot of people put roll bars and stuff, but that's not something I want to do. Again, the ratchet shifter, that works pretty good. Also, one thing on the list is headliner, because this thing is, since I got the car 15 years ago, it was falling down, and I put pins in it, which looks not very good. So that's one thing I want to do, is recover that as well, which I'm planning on doing a video on that, which then I'd recover the speaker covers as well. I did replace the seals 2 years ago. So these are all new. That was a little bit of a project, mainly to replace the door seals, especially this outer one. These outer ones were super cracked, and actually when I got my windows tinted, it cracked and fell in, and so it was missing a chunk. It was bad. But to get those out, the hardest part about that is trying to get those screws out in here with the window in. That's kind of a pain. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for today. I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit more overview of the car. If you guys have any additional questions, make sure to put them in the comments. I'll make sure to take a look at them and make sure I'm get back to you guys. But that's about it for now. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss anything. And then until next time, we'll see ya. Bye.